So friends, in the last lecture we discussed to you about binomial probability and binomial probability distribution. Okay, there we have seen the formula of this kind, binomial distribution. We have seen that the binomial probability can be written as Bx and P equal to NCx q raised to n minus x p raised to x. That means in this situation we require to have the values of n, p. If p is known, then q can be obtained as 1 minus p. So this can be obtained directly from p. And x is the value for which it is demanded to find out the binomial probability. So whatever the values of x, we can find it out. And we can see that x ranges from 0, 1 to ... n. So for any, we may be asked to find out the binomial probability for x equal to 1 or x equal to 2, for x equal to 0, whatever it is. Okay? And then we have seen that the cumulative binomial probability, capital B, x and p, that means sigma x from k equal to 0 to x. Here instead of x we will write down small k, because for k equal to 0, k equal to 1, k equal to 2, k equal to 3 up to x, we can combine all the probabilities from starting from 0, 1, 2 to x. Okay, x can be n also, whatever it is. And also I told you that the probability can be written as probability capital X equal to x at particular value of x. This is the probability, and this is nothing but the combination of all the probabilities starting from 0 to x. So we have written here probability of x, capital X less than or equal to x. Normally we were denoting in the chapter of probability distribution by using these symbols only, but here we are using small b and capital B only for the purpose that it is the special kind of distribution and it is known as binomial distribution. Okay, so and also we have seen in the last lecture that the mean for binomial distribution is n into p and variance is n into p into q, and you know that mean can be written as mu and variance is written as sigma square. Okay, so this we have seen in the last lecture. Now let us see examples based on this. Here one example is written. You can see the mean and variance of a binomial distribution are 10 and 6 respectively. Find the probability for x less than or equal to 2. Okay, so here we want to find out x less than or equal to 2. That means we want to use this concept. That means the probability for 0 x equal to 0, then 1 and then 2, and then to combine these three kind of probabilities. But to find out these three kind of probabilities we require the values of p, q, small n, because small x is already there. So how do we find out small n and p? P is obtained and q is already obtained. But we are given here, so we will write down it given that mean is 10 and variance is 6. Variance is NPQ as I have noted above the bar. So we can find out the values of NPQ by using these two. We divide NPQ by n into p. That means this is 6 by 10. So this implies that q equal to 6 by 10. And this implies that p equal to 1 minus 6 by 10. So equal to 4 by 10. And then we will obtain n. And how can we obtain n into p equal to 10? So n equal to 10 upon p. So 10 upon p means p is 4 by 10. So 4 by 10. So this is nothing but 25. So n, p and q are available. Therefore, we can find out probability of capital X less than or equal to 2 directly, as it is nothing but capital B 2 NP, x equal to up to 2, up to 0 to 2. And so this is nothing but b 0 NP plus b 1 NP plus b 2 NP. Okay, so b 0 NP means NC 0. NC 0 means 25C0 into Q, 6 by 10 raised to 25. 25 minus 0. P, 4 by 10 raised to 0 plus 25C1, 6 by 10 whole raised to 24 into 4 by 10 raised to 1 plus 25C2, 6 by 10 whole raised to 23, 4 by 10 raised to 2. So actually if we find out these values directly, then it will take too much time, because 6 by 10 is 0.6 and this 0.6 we need to multiply it by 25 by times, and it takes too much time. So instead of this, we can see that from each of the terms, 6 by 10 whole raised to 23 is the lowest term, so we can take this as common, 6 by 10 whole raised to 23. So in our bracket it will be, now let us see, 25C0 is 1, 6 by 10 whole square, and this we can do very easily. 4 by 10 whole raised to 0 is 1, 25C1 is 25, then 6 by 10 whole raised to 24, it is 1 whole raised to 1 because 23 is already taken common. 25C2 means 25 into 24 divided by 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2. And 6 by 10 whole raised to 23 we have taken outside, and this is 4 by 10 whole square. So now these are the things you can find out very easily, and this you keep it as it is. No need to make it further calculation because it consumes our time too much. So we will have the answer is 54, because this will be 54. It is 36 by 100, 6 by 10, so you can take LCM and then calculate. You will get very easily 54.360 into 3 by 10, 6 by 10 whole raised to 23. So this is the answer. Okay. So here we have obtained probability for x less than or equal to 2, but the solution is completed. But if you are asked to find out probability, suppose x greater than or equal to 2, then what will we do? We cannot use this directly because it is starting, this starts from 0, but this is starting from 2 to 25, because the last number is 25, else we have n equal to 25. So 2 to 25. That means we need to find out this kind of probabilities for x equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, up to 25, and it takes too much time. It takes too much time. So instead of this, we will make the idea. We know that the total probability is 1. So we can find out this by using 1 less than or equal to 1. 1 minus probability greater than or equal to 2. So from 1 we will subtract out this one. So this will nothing but b 0 NP plus b 1 NP. So we require to find out only two kinds of probabilities, and we can get the answer very easily, very simply, very rapidly. Okay, and here I put the bracket because minus sign is outside. So as you can find out this value if it is asked. So I hope you are clear with this solution. Now let us see another example. The average percentage of success, the average percentage of success in an examination is 30%. In a college, 5 students appeared, and but none of the candidate passed. But none of the candidates passed. That is not succeeded. Okay? Find the probability of observed results. Find the probability of observed result. So, here in the solution, first you read out the problem. You can see we are given the average percentage of success in examination is 30%. That means what is given to us? We are given that P equal to 0.3. 30% means the probability is 0.3. So Q is 0.7. And small n equal to 5 because 5 candidates appear in the examination. So we have the data, required data is already available now. We want to find out the probability of observed result. That means we want to find out the probability, therefore the probability of success. None of them have been succeeded. That means here x equal to 0 and p. So x equal to 0, n is p, means 5 is 0. Q raised to n minus x means 5 minus 0, and p raised to 0. So you can find out this value directly by your calculating and enumerator, by using your enumerator, and the answer will be 0.168. So you can see that this example is very, very simple. So you can see that the expression, the statement of the example is lengthy, but the solution is very simple. Nothing is new, nothing is difficult, nothing is hard. Let us see another example. The following data are number of marks out of 5 for 50 students. Fit a binomial distribution to the data. We are given the data as x and f. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the values of x because maximum marks are 5. And frequency 27, 14, 6, 3, 0, 0. So now the question is slightly different than the previous ones. Here in the solution process, we are asked to find out a binomial distribution. Binomial distribution, that means we want to find out binomial frequencies. Here we are given x and frequency, that means it is the case of frequency distribution. It is the case of frequency distribution that we have already discussed in the chapters of mean, median and mode. Now we want to find out binomial frequency distribution. That means we want to find out binomial frequencies. And binomial frequencies can be obtained by finding binomial probabilities for x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That means one by one we will require two binomial probabilities. But here you observe that in binomial, to find out binomial probabilities, we require to find out the values of small and p. These are sufficient because p is known, q can be obtained very easily, and x is already given. So 5 different kinds of probabilities we require to obtain, and then we will multiply this by capital N, b, x and p. This will give us the frequency, binomial frequency for x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2. So capital N is nothing but the total number of students. So here given that capital N equal to 50 and small n equal to 5. Small n equal to 5. So what is the probability P? There is nothing is given directly that we can write down the probability P. So we need to find a probability by using the different concept. We know that mean is n into P and variance is n into PQ. So mean is very easy to obtain from this frequency distribution. So after finding the frequency distribution, we can find out mean, and hence we can find out the value of P very easily. So how can we find out mean? Mean can be obtained as sigma x into f divided by sigma f. Here again you note that sigma f is nothing but the total of this, and this is nothing but 50 because 50 students are given, because it is the analysis of 50 students. So if sigma x into f divided by 50, so sigma x into f is 0 into 27 plus 1 into 24 plus 14 plus 2 into 6 plus 3 into 3 plus 4 into 0 plus 5 into 0. So from this you will get this as 35 and total is 50. So this is the probability, this is the value of mean. This is the value of mean you can observe. Therefore, we can find out the value of probability n into P. This is nothing but 35 by 50. So n is known, small 5. So small p is 35 by 50 into 1 by 5. So by using your enumerator, you can calculate this as 0.14, and hence q is nothing but 0.86 because 1 minus p. Okay, so p and q are there, small n is also there. Now we want to find out the binomial frequency. Therefore, the first one, for x equal to 0, we have capital N into B, 0 and P equal to N is capital N is 50 into B and 0, that means N is 5, N is 5. So 5 is 0, Q raised to 5 into 0.14 raised to 0, P raised to. So if you find out this value, you will get this as 24. Then for x equal to 1, you can find out capital N into B, 1, comma, N, P equal to 50 into 5C1, 0.86 raised to 4 into 0.14 raised to 1. 5C1 is 5, and hence you can find out that this value is as 19. Then you can find out it for x equal to 2, x equal to 3, x equal to 4 and x equal to 5. And therefore finally you can write down, therefore binomial distribution is for x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And here binomial frequency is for x equal to 0 it is 24, for x equal to 1 it is 19, and for other rest of the values it is 6, 1, 0 and 0. So this is the required answer, and if you want to study you may come in. Okay, so this is the answer. Now let us see. So binomial probability distribution is very easy, as you can see. We will see more and more examples. Here one example which was asked in examination. Obtain, very simple, just I will give, obtain the binomial distribution. Obtain the binomial distribution for which mean is 10 and the variance is 5. Variance is high. So here we want to find out binomial distribution just like the previous example. In previous example we were given frequency distribution, and from the frequency distribution we have obtained the values of n, p and q. But here we are not given frequency distribution. Here instead of this we are given mean. Mean means n into p equal to 10 and the variance npq equal to 5. So by using this we can, by using simple calculations, you can find out the value of q as 1/2. So p will also be 1/2. You can do it yourself in detail. Just I am giving you the hint only. And so n equal to 10 by p by using this one. So it is nothing but 20. So 1 by 1, all the data is available now. So we will have to find out just like this for x equal to 0, for x equal to 1, for x equal to 2 up to the x equal to 20 because n equal to 20. So it is a too much lengthy process. So for 3 marks question you cannot do this, you cannot perform each and everything this one. So instead of this you can write down directly the required binomial distribution is given by q plus p whole raised to n, and q is what? N into capital N into. So capital N into q plus p. Q is what? 1/2 plus 1/2 whole raised to n is 20. Okay, so this is sufficient. Or else if you want to put more your efforts in more way, then capital N into binomial distribution, but here capital N is not given. Capital N is not given and it is also not fine. So you can write down this only. So 1/2 plus 1/2, this is nothing but 20c0. 1/2 raised to this 1/2 raised to 20 minus 0 into 1/2 raised to 0 plus dot 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 20c 20. This is 1/2 raised to 20 minus 20 is 0 and another 1 by 20 raised to 20. And keep it as it is. No need to find out particular values. You can stop here because it is manually, it is not possible to do each and every thing. Okay, clear? So more examples we will see in the next lecture. So till then you can perform yourself the examples which I have shown to you. Okay, thank you.